Let me tell you the story from beginning to end. I don't think I have time for this. My voice hurts already. Then maybe you'll understand why I keep him with me. Look how evil that is. That looks like something out of a Castlevania game. It must have been about 6 years ago now. I was still living in the mansion in southern France. Seriously, this looks like Transylvania. I don't think you have a very good memory of this place. Albert arrived just as the last leaves were falling at the start of winter. Apparently, he'd been referred by the head butler, and so he was hired. My first impression of him was as, a disturbingly elaborate apparatus. He was always businesslike, and after a while I started to doubt that he had emotions at all. I believed he was a robot. I could be the only person in the entire world with a robot. That's why I came to Japan. I hear that Japan is really good with robots lately. They're doing great work. While he was the most capable of our servants, his cold demeanor made him hard to approach. It's almost like he was hired to not talk to me. It's almost like he was hired to be a butler. I don't need butlers talking to me. Do you know how rich I am? It was a little questionable for a butler. Even the other servants found him distasteful. I had them immediately executed by my assassin butler! I'm rich. I felt some respect for his capability, though. He would wake up before... Look at this JoJo mansion! I lived in a JoJo... Oh, I came so close to being Dio. He would wake before anyone else and only go to bed after everyone was asleep. Or maybe he never slept at all. I don't think anyone ever saw him fall asleep. Must be a peasant thing. Good night, Master Sequoia. What about you, Albert? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a child. I need to put on my tiny baby child voices.
What about you, Albert?
What about me, sir?
Aren't you going to sleep? You were out late on an errand for Father last night, were you not?
That was nothing, sir. Please do not concern yourself with me. I am definitely not Batman. In any case, he worked hard. He never missed a detail. He was strong and he was smart. If it weren't for his attitude, he would have been the perfect butler. He could easily handle the work of 10 people. I'm pretty sure he's a robot! Soon the servants, who had always trailed after me, grew fewer and fewer until it was just Albert. It's almost as if Albert was murdering them, or at the very least kicking them out of their jobs. He's a very efficient butler. The incident happened on a snowy night in late winter. Father, mother, and the other children had all been murdered! I was entrusted with the house and the preparations for an assembly we were planning to hold in the mansion soon after. It was a great honor. Father had already singled me out as his favorite for the succession. I definitely and totally did not murder everyone else. It was an opportunity for me to gain some of the experience I would need as the next head of the family. But there were others who didn't think so well of me. And that snowy night must have seemed the perfect chance to get rid of me once and for all.
Let me go! Who are you?
Such fine plumage. Jesus, this is creepy. This is getting real creepy. I'll defend this. You are the fourth son of the LaBelle family, yes.
He's asked, not hand me, villain!
There are some people who feel like your life places them at a disadvantage, and you're so young too. What a pity. But this is my job. You're only your blood to blame. And then my robot butler just made him explode into tiny pieces with his Gatling gun. It was so cool. The blade, grown cold as ice in the winter air, neatly severs the carotid artery. Oh, I know that. That's in JoJo as well. I watch a lot of JoJo. Brilliant red spreads wildly across the hard floor. But it wasn't coming from me. I am so rich. I injected blue food dye into my blood so I could literally be the most blue-blooded rich son of a bitch that has ever existed. I'm pretty rich, you know. I don't feel good on some days, but I'm pretty sure it's safe. This was not the most desirable outcome. The assassin who pinned me from behind crumpled silently to the floor. It's almost like he was a Templar. Why do everyone keep saying Templar? What the fuck is a Templar? Standing on the other side of the pool of blood was the Black Crow. Albert wiped the blood from his blade and knelt to examine the corpse.
I must thank you, Albert. If it'd been a few seconds later...
No, shut up, kid. A few seconds later, and I, too, would have been unable to fulfill my contract.
Contract?
Yes, I'm here to kill you, too. Albert was leaning over the body, and I couldn't see his face. I mean, I don't know if you realize, but birds, especially him, have really huge faces. It was probably as blank as always, anyway. I don't know if you realize, birds aren't very good at, making facial expressions. But unfortunately, it would appear that my client has voided the contract anyway. This is the same paper as was given to me. I won't be removing you now, Master Sequoia. Gruesome intrigues aren't uncommon among the powerful elite. It was the first time I'd been involved in one myself, but I'd heard of people I'd met at parties or the like disappearing, being murdered, or having suspicious accidents, or having their organs harvested. It was a jolly good time in France. I'm rich. But I didn't understand. An assassin was targeting me! Albert killed the assassin! Albert was targeting me! Everyone is targeting me! What did I do wrong? All I did was, create a few third world nations. Because I ate up all their resources to expand my own wealth. I don't understand why anyone would want to kill me. Also, I'm against that whole homeless thing. Those people are the worst. No, I'm not going to give them money. Do you know how rich I am? If you haven't realized, I'm kind of a dick. Was this just a fight over prey?
You came here to kill me?
Yes, sir. That was my intention. I have the machete here. Well, I guess I may as well use this machete on something. Help me cut up this body.
What?
My client has voided the contract, so I no longer have any reason to do so.
I have a mountain of questions for you, Albert. You will answer them.
Nah, I don't have to do that, really. That's not in my contract, at all. You know what, fine, I've got nothing better to do. What do you want to know, sir? He remained as distant as ever while I questioned him. I'm pretty sure he's a robot. Apparently, the circumstances were as follows. He was a robot. There were 5 children by different mothers in the LaBelle household. Well, my dad, wow, what a player, am I right? An elder sister, an elder brother, twin brothers, and me. The LaBelle family has always chosen its heirs of ability. And I, the youngest son, was clearly the favourite. But my stepmothers were not going to take that lying down. My father's pretty hardcore when it comes to his romantic life. He makes sure that all his partners have to murder each other to find who is the superior girl. It's a work of genius, really. The mother of my eldest brother had hired Albert to infiltrate the mansion under the guise of a butler and wait for an opportunity to kill me. That night, she became impatient. She hired another assassin, independent of Albert.
You stepped in as a butler, and as you were ordered. You were never liked, but you were hardly treated as a stranger. She wanted to kill me. Wouldn't it have been more certain to just wait for you to finish me off? Wow, she's kind of a dumbass, isn't she? She doesn't get the whole assassination thing. It's like she's never watched a spy movie in her entire life. Am I right, Albert?
Yes, you're right, sir. I could only guess that the client became impatient. I have been with you for longer than I estimated, so perhaps she feared that her plot had been exposed. It would seem that I did not gain her complete confidence, and that I regret.
Do you mean to say that she was afraid of you, having grown close to me, would be unable to carry out your orders? And so she brought it to an unrelated third party?
No, sir, I'm a robot. I don't have emotions. I am terribly sorry. It was not able to deliver the full value to her. Had she but given the signal, I would have been able to complete the contract at any time. Wow, you're a dumbass! There was a signal. You just had to wait for a signal. But you were like, no, I gotta go hire another assassin. Nah. But what if... You know, I just thought of something, Albert. What if the extra assassin being sent was the extra signal? That's a good point, sir. I guess I better kill you now. He was as detached as ever, unconcerned that it was his very target that he was speaking to. Perhaps his black feathers really do hide a machine with no flesh and blood at all. Almost like a robot. I'm pretty sure he's a robot now. Strangely, his calm was infectious. It was amusing, and at the same time, allowed me to remain composed while I considered my own position. About how incredibly rich I am! I'm sorry, I need everyone to realize how rich I am. The client contracted me to take care of you, Master Sequoia, but at the same time interfered with my work before giving me the signal to act. Had you died, I would be unable to complete the contract. Wow, you're kind of a crap assassin, honestly, Albert. You're not that great.
Well, it's true. The only place a man can rest without fear of the assassin's blade is his own grave.
Master Sequoia must remain alive if he is to be assassinated. I took care of... I'm sorry, that is a really stupid line. Master Sequoia must remain alive if he is to be assassinated. Yes, that's how assassination works! That's definitely how it works! I'm sorry, where were we? I took care of this gentleman here to preserve that state of affairs.
You mean it wasn't out of your devotion and love for me?
Oh, you don't realize how assassins work, do you?
You don't mince words, Albert.
Indeed, sir. Now then, do you have any more questions, sir? I fear it is time for me to depart.
You're leaving our service?
As I mentioned before, I'm going to murder you really hard. The client annulled our contract by calling in a third party. I shall be returning to my usual world until I am called again by the next client. Dude, just murder the kid and go get the reward! You're an assassin! It's a competitive market! Murder the kid right now. Go to your client and say, yes, I murdered the extra assassin that you hired. I can't say I'm particularly thrilled that you didn't trust me with this, but you know what? I did the job. Here's the child's head. I'm gonna need a 15% markup because you hired another assassin. But otherwise, I think we can settle this like adults. That's all you have to do. Come on, you're an assassin.
Your usual world? Wait, couldn't I just rehire you? No, I guess someone else could hire you and kill me.
I cannot say. That would depend on who approaches me. You're the worst assassin ever, Albert. Holy crap. I was sure after that night's events of what I had suspected all along. He had probably thrown away whatever emotion he was born with long ago. I respect that. The rich don't really need emotions. I could probably hire a robot to get rid of my emotions. He followed his own rules with the utmost perfection, and beyond that, nothing. He would leave the mansion, and if he were hired to target me again, he would kill me without hesitation or remorse.
Wait, Albert! I shall not allow you to leave. Stay!
I'm not a butler, Master Sequoia. This mansion is not the place for me.
It will be now! I will hire you!
If you mean as a butler, then I must refuse. If it's an assassination you're after, then we can talk. If I let him out of my sight, he will surely become a threat. Ah, I see what you're doing. That's kind of genius, Sequoia, you dumb shit. I have to keep him here. But if I can't hire him as a butler, A bodyguard? No, he wouldn't accept that either. Meaning...
Yes, Albert, I want you to be an assassin.
And who will I be targeting?
Me!
That's adorable, child. Goodbye. You, Master Sequoia.
That's right. Is that not allowed?
You know what? Sure, this will be a fun 5 minutes. Sure, get over in the corner.
No, wait, that's not what I meant. Wait, I got something better to go. In that case, I order you to remain in the LaBelle household under the guise of a butler and await my signal.
No, I see what you did. This is the worst. This is the worst assassination ever. Let me write up the contracts. In other words, I am Albert's client and his target as well. Clever, don't you think?
That is the worst idea I've ever heard in my life. Provided you don't give that signal.
Besides, Albert is excellent. If someone else in the mansion were to make an attempt on my life, he would protect me with his own. After all, he can't kill me if I'm already dead. Just kill him and get the money! Albert, you seriously have to be a robot? It's the only way to explain how freaking stupid you are. You are the worst assassin ever of all time. Indeed, sir. Yeah, exactly. See, Albert agrees with me.
That sounds like a pretty hair-trigger kind of relationship. But at the same time, it's a good way of keeping tabs on an otherwise dangerous assassin. I don't know, Sequoia, it still bothers me.
It sounds pretty stupid, don't you think? Just who do you think I am? Some peasants? No. Any true aristocrat... Excuse me. Any true aristocrat needs to have a dangerous pawn or two on hand.
I don't like you, Albert. But Sequoia seems to have sorted this out.
But if you do... I'm nearly done. Come on, Dad. Get in there. Come on. You can wrap this up. You can do this.
But if you do end up hurting him, I'll hunt you to the ends of the earth and back. Remember that.
Understood, Master Sequoia.
Don't look in your bathroom. Don't go looking in your bathroom right now. It's a mess in there. It's pretty bad. You should probably hire a butler or something to clean that up. I'm just saying. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. This is weird.
Get back in, you two! I haven't lectured you yet!
Merry Christmas! Suck a dick!
God damn it! After them, Albert! Catch them and bring them back here! Understood, sir. And there it is! My Hatoful boyfriend game is just exploding again. Don't worry, I can edit it out because I am a fantastic video editor at all times. Don't worry about it. I will fix that for you. Okay, that was what, 2 miniature episodes? There's 3 more to go. They're a lot longer than I expected, but there should be like 2, 4, 6, like 6 more episodes of this left. You can hang in there, guys. I've had to hang in there. You can do it too.